Question number 20. Based on the following information, determine the NAV of a regular income scheme on per unit basis. Okay, what information is given? It is listed shares at cost, that is ex-dividend, cash in hand, bonds and debentures at cost of these bonds not listed and quoted. Okay, other fixed interest securities, dividend accrued, amount payable on shares, expenditure accrued, and number of units. Okay, current realizable value of fixed income securities, and it is given that the listed shares were purchased when index was 1000 and present index is 2300. Okay, value of listed debentures at NAV date, okay, is given. There has been a diminution of 20% in unlisted bonds and debentures. Other fixed interest securities are at cost. Okay, so you have a list of assets and liabilities, and you have some information as to how they should be treated and valued. Okay. So what is NAV per unit? It is nothing but assets minus liabilities divided by number of units, right? So we will compute NAV. 20. Computation of NAV per unit. Particulars working amount. If you see here, it is in crores, rupees, crores. Okay, first we'll take assets. What are the assets? Listed shares. Listed shares. Now how do I evaluate? It is given that at cost it is 20 crores, and also it is given that the listed shares were purchased when index was 1000 and now the present index is 2300, right? So what I will do, I will do the 20 crores, that is cost value, into 2300, which is the present index, divided by the index value during which it was purchased. So it is rupees 20 crores into 2300 by 1000, right? So 20 into 2300 by 1000 gives us 46 crores, right? Okay, this is done. Next, cash in hand 1.23. So any adjustments or something? No, there is nothing. So cash in hand is 1.23. Cash in hand, this is given 1.23. Next asset, bonds and debentures at cost, that is 4.3. Of this, bonds not listed and quoted is 1. Okay, so first we will see unlisted bonds. So at cost, if you see, it is 1, but any other information it is given, there has been a diminution of 20% in unlisted bonds, right? So 1 into 20% diminution means zero point 0.8, that is 0.8. Okay, unlisted bonds, it is rupees 1 crore into zero point 0.8, right? So it is 0.8, right? So it is zero point 0.8. Okay, next. So if you see, out of 4.3, 1 is not listed. So remaining 3.3 will be listed, right? So at cost it is 3.3. Any other adjustment? See, value of listed bonds and debentures at NAV date is 8. So straight away we will take 8 to be the value. Listed bonds given, that is 8. Okay, next. Other fixed interest securities at cost. This is 4.5. But any other adjustments? It is given that current realizable value of fixed income securities of face value 100 is 106.5. Okay. But again, if you see, other fixed interest securities are at cost. This is given. So you should consider the value to be at cost only, because it's clearly stated that other fixed interest securities are at cost and you should ignore this particular information. So ignore. Okay. So other fixed interest should be at cost, which is 4.5. Other fixed interest securities to be at cost, it is 4.5. Right, next. Dividend accrued zero point 0.8. Dividend accrued given zero point 0.8. So had it been dividend payable, then we would have understood it to be the dividend distributions made by the mutual fund to the unit holders. But here it is given dividend accrued. So we will understand it to be the dividend that is going to be received by the mutual fund from its investments. Okay. Next, amount payable on shares. This is a liability. And expenditure accrued. Even this is a liability. Okay, fine. Now we will come to liabilities. And the first one is amount payable on shares. That is 6.32. Amount payable on shares given 6.32. And next is expenditure accrued given, this is 0.75. 0.75. Now we'll get net asset value. Okay, so we'll add all this and we'll subtract these things. Okay, it is 46 plus 1.23 plus 0.8 plus 8 plus 4.5 plus 0.8 minus 6.32 minus 0.75, that is 54.26. So this divided by number of units. This is also given. How much? It is 20 lakh. That is zero point 0.2 crores. Therefore, NAV per unit is 54.26 divided by 0.2. It is 271.3. NAV per unit rupees 271.3. This is the solution.